What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that's new to the channel and you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. The Raiders have made some moves after they officially released the 53-man roster yesterday, and today the waiver wire has officially opened. And one of the first things the Raiders did this morning was we released our 2023 third-round draft pick, defensive tackle Byron Young out of Alabama. Now, this is disappointing to hear because ideally for a second-year player that you draft that high in the third round, you would like to see that he would have been able to have been a little bit more productive for us. But it never really worked out with him. And to be honest with you, more times than not, I just kind of like forgot that he was even on the roster, just because very little times did you hear his name pop up. And it's definitely unfortunate. I thought he had some nice upside coming out of Alabama as a potential pass rusher in the interior of this defense. But the Raiders ended up moving on from Byron Young. And in a corresponding move, we picked up two different players off of the waiver wire so far. First, the Raiders claimed the Colts defensive tackle Jonah Lalu off of waivers. He was a 2024 7th round draft pick who mainly played at the nose tackle position for the Colts during the preseason. It looks like he played in 74 total snaps throughout the preseason for Indianapolis. He recorded 2 pressures, 3 stops, and 2 tackles for loss. And another player we picked up off of the waiver wire was defensive back Thomas Harper from the Los Angeles Chargers today. And just quick background on him, it looked like in college he played at Oklahoma State from 2019 to 2022, where he only started in about 3 games, and he had 1 season with Notre Dame in 23. In that season, he recorded 39 tackles, 25 solo tackles, had 6 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, recorded 3 pass breakups and a quarterback hurry, and also forced the fumble. And he was a UDFA signing in 2024 for the Los Angeles Chargers, but they ended up releasing him as well. And another player that we released was our 7th rounder, MJ Devonshire. And it looks like he will very likely get moved to the Raiders practice squad. Now with Thomas Harper though, I really don't understand this signing. Now the Thomas Harper signing, I really don't understand it. I feel like we have a lot of good players at the safety position. He's more of a box type of safety, one that's going to come downhill, make a lot of good tackles. Not really known for his ball hawking skills or really any great ability to consistently make plays in the passing game. So I don't really understand that move. And also we got our veteran cornerback Brandon Faison, who yesterday made the 53-man roster, but today he has been officially designated to the IR. Looks like at the bare minimum he's going to miss like 4 games to start this season. So one takeaway, the way I look at this roster right now is the Raiders are very thin at the cornerback position, and it's very likely that the Raiders are going to target a veteran cornerback here soon. Now we're going to ultimately see who they end up signing. I mean, currently when you look at the cornerback market right now for the free agents, you got a premier name in Xavier Howard that tops the list. I really doubt Tom Telesco is going to make an aggressive move like that. You also got a guy like Adoree Jackson, who is known for his versatility, can play on the outside, can play on the inside as well in the slot. Previously played with Patrick Graham. You got Patrick Peterson as well. You also got J.C. Jackson, who Tom Telesco should be very familiar with, as he's the one that signed him to that big contract that didn't work out for him. You got Rock Ya-Sin still available as well, a player that did fairly well for us a couple years back. I mean, one player I'd potentially be interested in signing is Trey Herdon from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's available mainly at the cornerback position. I mean, for sure, I think we need a solid backup option at the slot cornerback position, because although I love the presence that we have with Nate Hobbs and just his play in general, one thing that I'm not super confident in with Nate Hobbs is the fact that there could be a good chance he misses some games, and if he does, we're going to be very thin at that nickel cornerback position. Now there also has been some rumblings of our safety Isaiah Palomalu potentially stepping up into that nickel cornerback role, which, I mean, that'd be awesome to see. But at the same time, that's a tough ask for a safety to go into the slot. And I don't know, I'm going to have to see it to believe it. For him to be out there in the nickel cornerback position consistently, sure, if you need to do it every now and then, But like I said, for a safety to move into that nickel cornerback spot, that is very tough to ask. And just in general, I feel like we should add some depth at the cornerback spot. There definitely is some options available here in the free agency market, and the Raiders have plenty of cap space, so they really can afford any guy they want. But at the same time, I'm sure Tom Telesco is preparing to save a good amount of this cap space to re-sign certain players on this defense, like a Nate Hobbs, a Trayvon Merrick, a Malcolm Kuntz, who's very likely going to be due for a big contract. So something to definitely keep in mind. Really, when it comes to the roster overall, that cornerback position going into week 1 is going to be the biggest position that I'm going to keep an eye on. I think we need to address it in the veteran market here soon. More than likely, the Raiders are going to pick somebody up, but we'll just have to see who it ends up being. But the biggest news of the day, like I said, our third rounder from last season, Byron Young, is officially off the team, and Brandon Faison is on the injury reserve list. So expect the Raiders to make a move here at cornerback here soon. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think of the final 53-man roster, the recent moves we've been making today, and let me know who you want the Raiders to sign at the cornerback position. Let me know in that comment section down below. But with that being said, Raider Nation, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, I will see you guys in the next one.